You're still tuned into Trading Hour on CNBC-TV18. It is 1.3% higher on the index right now. The mid-cap index pretty much completely in line, 1.4% higher there. And all of the nifty stocks are in the green as we speak. Even Bharti Airtel, which was seeing a little bit of red, has now moved into the green. But with that, let's bring you an interesting conversation now. Shilpa Ranipeta spoke to Nadir Godrej, chairman of Godrej Industries, and started by asking about how he sees rural demand panning out in the country now. So hear him out.
There's been a little bit of deficiency in the monsoon, but overall it's not all that bad. And we also expect very good rabi crops because in the last few years the monsoon has extended quite late, and that's very good for the rabi crops, but it's very variable. So the kharif crops have been for the last 2 or 3 years some degree of damage, but I don't think rural demand is all that bad.
Okay. What about the impact of inflation, though? Because not just your consumer business, it's also had an impact on your agri-business as well, with livestock, the cost there also going up. So are you seeing any signs of easing on that front? Yes,
we saw that the July inflation was lower than the June inflation. And commodity prices, which shot up after the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, have come down considerably.
Right.
And Indian inflation is largely influenced by commodity prices.
Right.
So by March, April, everyone is expecting inflation numbers in India to be quite reasonable. And so we don't have to worry much on that front. In Godrej consumer products, there was a little bit of an effect, but things are picking up now, even for that business. Godrej properties, things are picking up.
Right. So I want to understand about Godrej Capital also, your newest business. You've also, Godrej Industries has also upped its stake. So far, what's the progress been? What areas are going to be your immediate focus?
In the beginning, it's mostly housing finance, but later on there may be other things. It's growing quite rapidly, and we will continue to invest in it for a little while. And ultimately, maybe in 2 or 3 years, we may consider an IPO.
Right, wonderful. So for Godrej Capital, you're saying in 2 to 3 years you will consider an IPO?
We'll consider. Yeah, it depends on how it progresses.
Right. Yeah. And going to one last business, which is also properties, I wanted to understand, how's the revival there been? Also, the consumer sentiment that is improving. Are you seeing that also coming into the properties? Are people buying more homes? How's the business going?
The property business is doing very well.
Right.
Yeah.
So finally,
demand is good.
So finally, wanted to understand about a lot of speculation talk has been going on about the split in the Godrej business. Any update that you could give us on that front?
There is no further developments, no comment.
Also, any timeline or when we can expect something?
We don't know.